A 3-day state visit by Chinese President Xi Jinping to Moscow this week was hailed by China and Russia's presidents as a result of solid and cooperative relations between the two nations, and comes after a determined drive over the last decade to strengthen diplomatic, defense and trade ties.
With the joint efforts of both sides, China-Russia relations have always maintained a vigorous, healthy and stable development momentum.
The Chinese and Russian leaders signed a joint statement on Tuesday after holding centerpiece talks in Moscow, in which they extolled Beijing's positive role and objective and biased position on Putin's military operation in Ukraine.
Of course, we did not ignore the situation around Ukraine. We believe that many of the provisions of the peace plan put forward by China are consonant with Russian approaches and can be taken as a basis for a peaceful settlement when they are ready for that in the West and in Kiev. However, so far we see no such readiness from their side.
I would like to point out that in the Ukrainian settlement we consistently follow the principles of UN Charter and stand on an objective and unbiased position. We do actively promote reconciliation and resumption of talks.
In joint remarks with Xi after the talks, Russia's president promised to supply China with at least 98 billion cubic meters of natural gas by 2023, a figure attainable only if the new pipeline comes online, and noted Mongolia had already signed off on the deal.
Russian business is ready to satisfy the growing Chinese energy demands, both within the current projects and those that are still being agreed upon. We've just discussed it. It's a good project, new pipeline, power of Siberia too, through Mongolia.
Xi's state visit is a major boost to Putin as he squares off against what he sees as a hostile West bent on inflicting a strategic defeat on Russia. The United States has been dismissive on the Chinese proposal, given Beijing's refusal to condemn Russia over Ukraine, and says a ceasefire now would lock in Russian territorial gains and give Putin's army more time to regroup.